Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cash, Abundance, Prosperity, and the Success Summit. Finally, I could manage to say the full name because I create this name and I no clue. It's working. It's mega success. So, hi. And I'm saying hi. I'm saying hi to you, Dorilla, and this way. Because like in all cases, I am going to tell, I did experience your magic, and I will talk about it. But before of all of this, please tell us the title of this talk. What are you going to bring on?
Thank you, Rita. Hello, everyone. So I am Dorella, and for today, I have prepared Money Flow Mastery, Overcoming Energy Blockages to Attract Cash Abundance.
Mm-hmm. And okay, who are you? Where are you from? Where do you live? I know you work remotely, you worked with me. Let's go for it.
So I am Romanian. I live in France, near Paris since 2010. And it was really related to this cash abundance that we are doing now, because I decided to move out of Romania to Paris. And 1 month later, I met my husband, who told me, come live here. I will support you with everything you need in order for you to establish in France. So I think this is the right subject for us to see how we can attract more cash abundance in what we are doing today. So I am an energy healer. I have started my business in 2021. It is a long, shorted story. It's not the point for today, because we will see why I do energy healing and how can this help the persons who are watching.
Okay. Few things that come to my mind. Point one, I wish it was not 7 a.m. and I was with a better face. Point two, when I decide to create this summit, I always say it was with the good selfish pleasure of giving. What I want to mean with that is I am learning with all of you. But there is an idea about abundance that really gets me annoyed. You will understand what I mean. People want more abundance. And point one, if you ask them what is more abundance, they can never answer you, right? And the second is the universe, God, whatever, always provides to you what you believe you deserve, always. And abundance can be as well, that never did happen to me, but can be as well falling in love for someone who take care of you until you are able to take care of yourself and thrive. Abundance is that friend who pay for your coffee, not because you need someone to pay you for a coffee, but that is abundance. Abundance is wake up at the time that you want, you have little kids at home, and not need to rush the kids and be sure they're out on schooling time. So I talk a lot about more than abundance. I talk a lot about my vision of success on my own terms. That doesn't mean I don't love money, even though, because let's be honest, the last 4 days of my life, I made more money than in the last 3 months for different reasons. But it is, and then another very interesting, before we go to you, is many times we look down to numbers. So I went to sell offers of $5,000 to put together an offer right now that is 10% of that, even less. No clue what I was doing, but trusting the source. And we have this idea, then we just going to celebrate when it's big, right? And if we start celebrating every little thing around, life is so much better. This is a big thing. This is a big thing. I want you to tell me what you feel about what I said, and then I'll tell some things about you.
This is amazing, you talking about abundance, because this was very, very important in a certain time of my life. And it's exactly as you said. I was on the verge to get divorced from my husband, and I had three choices, three programs. And one of those programs said how to attract abundance in your life in difficult times. It was when COVID started. And I said to myself, abundance, it's not just financial. It is all areas of life. And we can say there are three pillars, main pillars: family or relationship, financial cash, or whatever you like to say it, and health. So all the three of them are important. It's
I
not
I will say one extra one, spirit.
So that spirit is when I have this abundance, I want to share it with others. And for me, that's the spirit, because I'm not keeping it to myself. What you are doing, you're not taking something to yourself, you're sharing with the world, with those who are prepared to receive it. And this is so the complete abundance. It's like we have the three pillars, and now we are putting on top of them the spirit, the sharing and giving.
Very important detail. As well, I will say that a very important detail for all the people who want to be abundance is make disappear 10% of everything that you win, put that aside in account. I can have an amazing bank account. I can do advertising if someone wants to join. I have this online bank named Wise, who allowed me to have currencies for many different bank accounts in many different currencies, allowed me to freeze my banks when I don't want to be charged for things that I sign up and I don't want to pay anymore. And as well, automatically take 10% of everything that comes in. That's how I even don't realize. That was very important for me in a moment of my life. Then I felt I didn't need to run away. And I had that security. That being said, I want to drop an information here as well, what I feel really important. I'm a workaholic, and especially when I do what I love to do. And at this moment, I'm working alone. So you can imagine them put together this summit, talking with these thousands of people, going through emotional, other say shitty things. Then we are going to talk why, had a brain injury 5 weeks ago. Yesterday at 4 p.m., I was drained. Oh, an extra, I'm not eating well because I go in work mode, and normally my partner used to be the one who took care of that details, like drink water, eat food. So I really found myself really, really bad. In that moment, I download that information, then abundance. Because you cannot, even though I was ringing the bell yesterday 3, 4, 5 times, I think you saw my video on the group today. It's like, and I was not even enjoying it anymore because I was so tired. I was so exhausted. Then it's very easy to feel then you are depressed. So this is your it's your summit. But because we have been working together on the last couple of days, I just want to bring these ideas before I talk about how weird is your magic, but okay.
Well, let me share a little bit more for the people, for them to be able to understand what I do and how it works. And it's really amazing.
It's weird, but it works. Okay, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to share, but let's go.
Yeah. So I will try to compact a lot of information. If you feel the need to pause the video and
let's go. Keep going.
Yeah. No, I'm talking to the people watching us.
Okay.
Feel the need for that. Yes. So what you are saying is really important. Everything is connecting, so it's amazing. What I wanted to share, the first thing I wanted to say today, so your exterior, what you see outside of yourself, even health problems, because it's also something outside, it's a mirror of your inside. I know you already have heard that everything is energy, but how do you feel this everything is energy? Because we hear the information, but if you are not ready to understand it, it bypasses. You don't really understand what this means. So just take a second to think everything is energy. So if everything is energy, your body, your cells, everything is energy, and what you see outside of yourself is energy. And there are those microscopes that get images inside your body at a subatomic level. You see that there is space and energy. This means that everything is energy. Your body is energy. Emotions are energy. Thoughts are energy. So if I'm saying that outside, what you see outside, it's a mirror of what's inside, what I'm meaning is if you have something that you don't like in your life, don't try to work on the outside. Yes, you do the work. You do all the conventional stuff. If you want to have money, you will work for the money. But if you don't have the money that you want, your outside, it's mirroring that there is some blockage inside yourself. And if you are working only on the outside, it's like if you are in front of a mirror, and in the mirror, you see there is something on your face. So the outside, it's showing you that your face is dirty. And if you start cleaning the mirror for you to see a clean face,
you will not.
You will not be able to see a clean face. So the outside is showing you your face is dirty. What you do is you look what the mirror is saying to you, you take something, you clean your face, you look back into the mirror, and you will see a clean face. So this is understanding that everything is energy, that the outside is just a mirror of what is inside your body, and that there are some blockages, energy blockages, that you can work on in order for you to have what you want on the outside, to what you want to see in the mirror. What do you think about this, Rita?
Okay. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about it. When we jump on a session, because I work with thousands of coaches, I listen to thousands of healers, and I'm always a little bit, was my second day. I was back here. It was a lot of emotional turmoil in my personal life. I had a big accident, so all the emotions and anxieties and things that are, and I'm always a little bit scared to jump on these kind of sessions because especially when I'm on flow, I did think I was on flow, especially when I'm on flow, because I feel like this is going to bring something. So I'm never scared in healing, but I was not prepared for what you told me. And what I mean with that, and I'm trying to use the English as more perfect possible, because it's not your mother language, not mine. You saw me, you saw my soul naked. You saw what I was doing. And I will give you a specific example. Let's talk about love. The way that I was complaining because I love people so much, and I really believe that I'm a person who comes from love, and I'm a coach who comes from love. But the message they are getting, it was exactly the opposite. Was a space for abusive behavior. And you told me that, and I remember, because I'm alcoholic as I am, I remember then I start feeling anxious, and you were my first call on the day. And I had 5 people to close that day. And I said, oh shit, how I'm going to shift my energy right now. That was my first concern. The day after, or the hours after, or the days after, until today, this was like 3 days ago, I was mad. I was ringing the bell, I was closing the gap, but I was mad. It's this angriness coming out of me. I eat something did not went well, and I spent the night on the toilet. I know a lot of detail, but as a person who have been working in herself, me, for so long, I never did listen to what you did, what you do, and what you did. And I think was beautiful, because on the second day, I sound kind of mad with you, because I sent you a voice memo. It was not that I was mad with you. I understand, but I was not feeling better. I was feeling worse. But today, for the first time in a long time, even though I woke up 3 or 4 times, I woke up, and it's not only about the money and the summit. It's about me. I know this is a long explanation, but it's something about you, Dorella, that is different from any other person that I worked or that I observe. I don't know if it's your Romanian roots, and I think there is a certain energy, European here as well, certain energy and wisdom. I'm not saying that people are not from there, they're not wise, but it's a certain vibration that comes from our ancestors. Then I like to honor. And this is what I know, what I know is whatever abundance I will want, I will have it if we keep working together.
Thank you for saying that. What I would like to say is that so I wanted to go on something, but it's really connected with what you're saying. intention is very, very important. So as a healer, intention is very important. And when you set an intention to work with a client, it's absolute love. It's really amazing that you love that person and you see, as you said, it's not only seeing the soul, it's seeing underneath all that it's blocking its light, you know, and every single soul is like this on the inside, and working together, it's bringing that light outside. As I said earlier, your wish to help people is so amazing. So I'm seeing that it's really honest. And what I did is just to break apart everything that's blocking your light and helping you. So we started from there. There is a healing journey. And with all the work that you did, there was something that you never shifted, you never moved. It's like it was that blockage. So you cleared everything, and the path was clear for you to break down that blockage. And when you say you're feeling worse, actually, it's normal. So it doesn't have to be like this. But feeling worse.
I was feeling not worse. I was feeling terrible.
Yes.
Terrible.
But the shift in the feelings, so you weren't feeling exactly as you did before. So if it's worse or better, that's the message, something shifted. So in the healing process, you have ups and downs, but basically once the healing process gets to its end for this step of the way, then everything starts to flow and is like this kind of magic. So
what I want to bring to the table to someone watching you or watching us is something that keeps coming to me, because it's very, very, very easy for people to jump on these summits, especially because they are no cost, and watch and consume all of this. And I want to tell something. The only reason why you, not you, the person, you are not more abundant is there is something on your surroundings, on your life, that are blocking you. Or you say you want, but you don't do it, or you are not ready. Because there is a bunch of people who even pay, I have people pay me $5,000 and never came to a session with me. So that being said, when you take a decision to heal, you need to find someone who resonates with you. So you can, I undress myself a Playboy, and that is nothing compared with undressing my soul to a healer. So you need to trust the person that you are doing that. I 100% trust you. I trust more one or two people in my life in that way. 100% trust you. And then knowing there is no growth in comfort zone. No growth.
No grow in comfort zone. I sometimes feel I'm allergic to comfort zone because I always am looking for the next step, and I think you are doing the same thing.
I suffer the same issue, yeah.
Yeah.
And people think I'm crazy.
No.
People think then this thing, then I have to keep moving to city from city. Nothing with that. I am guided. It sounds like so hoo-hoo. God damn it. I realize I am guided. I receive message, and they tell me, you are not okay here. It's not going to work here. You need to move the energy to other. Like, if someone is living with you, they will think then you are totally insane. But it's fair enough for them. I understand. I'm not insane, so keep going. Yeah. I'm against that as well.
So let's start. Let's get back to what we can do today, because I also want to work something with people who are watching. And actually, what I want to state is something that you said, and bring something to the table. So if you want abundance in your life, so it's not only cash or financial, as we stated, both of us, but you really need to state what is your objective. Because if you don't know what you want, you won't know if you have it, you won't be able to celebrate it. So as you said earlier, if you want a cup of coffee, to have someone bring it to you, that's an objective that you can have. And then if someone comes with the coffee, you can celebrate that. So this was a very small objective, and it's not what we want to do. It's not the big picture that I want for us to have. But think of this. One who doesn't celebrate small victories won't celebrate great big victories, won't see them, won't enjoy them. Yes. So start with what you want and then focus on that. I cannot go in every detail of what I do, but think of this. If you are the creator, manifester of your life, if you are already creating what you have in your life, wouldn't it be easier for you if you write down what you want, in order to be sure you create exactly what you want and not something that happened?
That is the big, that is the big thing, especially for women. We live our lives, so I'm asking you, how many times did you eat the end of the food of your kids because they did not want to eat?
Many times, but not always.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
How many times? And I was a mom I'm still a mom, but I raised my kids for 22 years. And I always tell this, when I arrived to Mexico and I went to Walmart, was the first time that I cried deeply, because I had no clue what I didn't want to buy for myself. So we go with the flow of social media, for example, of the big Louis Vuitton bag, or the shoes, but is it really that? And if you don't know, go for the shoes, at least for you to understand manifestation. But you need to know what you want. And many times you need to work with a healer, so he unlocks the bullshit and you can understand who you are, your soul is, so you can decide what do you want, and then have a clear vision of you. I'm an amazing I'm magical, except when I don't know what I want clearly, except when someone else wants something and wants my energy to manifest the things, and we don't agree in the same thing.
Yeah. So we all manifest. Basically, if you don't like what you have in your life, just know that you wanted this, but you didn't understand, you didn't make the statement of what you want.
Yeah, and sorry for interrupt you, little detail. I did want to, when I did want to move from here, from this city, it was really hot. I did want to manifest a house. Then my partner could not say, oh, we are living in a worse place. So I manifest a bigger house with 1 floor instead of 2, with an amazing pool, a mega gym, a 5-star place, less expensive. Oh, right?
Yeah.
Manifest that in 6 hours. Little detail I forgot to add, then had electricity working.
Yeah. So
I just didn't want to share that. Be careful with your manifestation. Go to the detail.
We bought a house, and I told my husband, I want to buy a house that we will be able to sell in 1 week when we want to sell it. We sold it in 3 days. So yeah. And then exactly as you said, every house I bought, it was exactly, but I always saw what I forgot to mention.
Yeah, and we keep learning. We keep learning.
We keep learning.
We keep learning.
It's very important to understand that we manifest what we asked for, and we have to be happy and really be grateful, because understanding that you manifested and that it really happened, you put yourself in the energy to manifest what you want more often, more clearly, and to grow bigger and bigger. But what I want to say is, okay, you have an objective. Just think of something you want to attract in your life, manifest, create, whatever you name it. But then think of what's blocking you, because it's really important. For instance, there is someone watching us who says, I want the 10,000, I don't know how it's in US, but in Europe,
10,000 euros per month.
Yeah. Everyone is like the 10,000. Okay.
No idea what they are going to do with the 10,000, but okay.
No idea what to do, no idea if they really want it. They are not at all aligned. So it's just something they hear they want, but you have to put yourself in there. Okay, I'm scared to have that amount of money. I don't trust myself. I have the imposter syndrome. So what's blocking you? Because if you identify the blockages, if you understand that there are blockages and you work in releasing them, basically then it's normal for you. You really feel aligned with what you are offering, what you are receiving, what is coming in your life. And I just want to put something right there in your face. I said everything is energy. Money is the most amazing energy. Money is that energy that comes where it feels the flow, and it comes and it stays and it grows. So if you don't attract money, because we are talking about cash abundance, so if you are not attracting money, this means that you are rejecting it, and money feels that you are rejecting.
100%. If you have ugly old wallet, if you have a bank card and is not working or is half broken, if you don't touch money to buy and to sell, and you say, I love you, money, you celebrate, it's like a relationship. What boyfriend is going to stay with you, or girlfriend is going to stay with you if you treat it like that? If you see money as a problem. You will understand me so well. One of the reasons, let's put it like this, one of the reasons I don't want to live in my beautiful Portugal, what is a beautiful country where you eat amazing food, is because I don't want to be affected with the mindset around money. And when you are in a different country, I mean, Mexico is not the most expensive country, but when I was in a tiny little village, I could feel the energy around money and the lack. And I'm not better than anyone. It's just, if you want to make more money, read books, read biographies, think about the contents, then you prime, do summits about abundance and invite thousands of people to be here. Do something. Abundance starts with action because money is energy. 100%.
And one more mirror of what we are talking about, self-love. It's so important.
Oh my God, self-love. That is a big one for me.
Because if you are looking for the other one to love you, but you don't love yourself, I have written this in my book because it's very, very important.
Oh, you sent me your book, and I did not start reading it. Yeah.
You have to start it. So if I don't love myself and you tell me you love me, I won't understand what you mean because I don't know what love is. And if I'm telling you I love you, but I don't love myself, I still don't know what that means. Because if there is no self-love, it's something we don't understand.
It's a very interesting thing, Denise. We talked about this. All my life, I was the best. I'm going to say lover is not necessarily sexual. I was the best lover than you could have, the best loving, not perfect, but giving kisses and hugs to my kids and tell how much I did love them every single day and take care of my partners and give them everything I believe they did need, so they will never leave me, because that is my story. And the sister of the partner that I had in my life told me something very interesting. When you bring all that love, and I am love, when you bring all that love and you give to people, but you don't give to yourself, you are coming from need. You are coming hoping they will love you back, and they will not respect you. And as well, guilty, shame, and lack of love will affect or your abundance or your relationship with money. Tell me how people can find you and what can you do for them?
Well, they can find me here where we are. They can find me on my website. You'll
give me the website and I will drop it. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, we drop the website. I hope they come join you in your programs. In the website, they can find all that I do, and I really hope we can work together, the two of us, with people, because I know that we are very complementary in what we do. I wanted to go a little bit further. Do we still have time?
We have, of course, we have 10 minutes. Let's go.
Okay. Because we were talking about having clear objectives, seeing what's blocking them, scaling them from 0 to 10, how big the blockage is. And when we identify all that, we start to do some energy healing. And basically, we use muscle testing. I don't know if people know about that, but it's really amazing to understand. So I learned muscle testing before I learned it. So I did it intuitively. I was like asking questions, and I said, if that will happen, I know that it's a yes answer, and if no, it's a no answer. But basically, we can use our bodies to receive those kind of messages. So I have this friend of mine back in 2006, and she's like, I learned something, that if you say like this and you say an yes, yes, yes statement, something affirmative, your body will shift. And if you say a negative statement, your body will shift backwards. And you can put all kinds of questions and see how the body will move. And I was like, this is interesting. So I was asking many, many questions. But I didn't know that there is something after this muscle testing. And basically, years later, what I discovered is that you can test your blockages. Is this really a blockage that I have? And maybe it will be a yes, maybe it will be a no. And then you can do the energy work, the energy healing, like you said, the magic, because it's really magical how simple it is to release it. And it's like deleting information on magnetic cards. I totally love this because I've seen it. You go to a hotel and instead of keys, they give you a magnetic card to put it in your door and open the door and have electricity inside and everything. And actually, if you take a magnet and you swipe the magnet on the card, you won't be able to open the door anymore.
And yeah, that is what did happen with my cards. Meaning, at this moment, life is very funny. I have money, but I cannot use my cards, and I'm in the middle of Mexico, so I totally understand you.
Okay, and basically blockages, energy blockages. So we were telling about outside, inside, the work, the inner work that we have to do is like the information on those magnetic cards. And if you swipe with the magnet and you release the information, the blockage is gone, just like that. And it's really magical. But as you said, that it was awful. So it's the processing.
I want
transparent and honest.
No, I want to say it was like purging 40, almost 3 years of trauma and things. And I want to say that because many times we sugarcoat.
Yeah.
And the only thing is I was done. I just did not have the tools, and you pop up in my life. So I'm forever grateful, not just for what we will do in the future, but what we did. And I deeply and completely, like we say in tapping, believe that you are not even aware how magical you are.
That is true. I'm still adapting and adjusting to understanding, because for me, you know, where's the catch? It's so easy for me. It's so into me that I really don't understand how amazing this can be.
Let me tell you, as an ex-business coach, and I don't like to put myself like that, you know what business coaches do not tell you? They tell you to follow blueprints, what is great because you can have ideas. When I decide to shift everything and create this Black Friday deal, every single person that I know texts me and asks if I had a brain injury, how bad it was, because the price was 1/4 of the normal. And I knew it. That was the way to go. So don't get, if I have a message for you and for other people, don't get so stuck in the how. Just know and go.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a beautiful conversation. I know, I talked a lot and this was about you, but because I had the experience with you, I think, point one, I don't allow any healer to get inside of my soul. Point two, I think you are amazing. And for sure, we will have an offer or booking a call here with you. And for sure, we are going to do something magical together. A message to people watching you right now.
Just take the healing journey. If you want your authenticity put out into the light, if you trust that you are meant for something bigger, as Rita said, find your healer, do the work, and
just call it. If the real resonates, go to her. Whatever. This, feel it, trust your intuition, go for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, my love, for being here with me. Thank you. I will talk with you in a second. Thank you so much for being here, watching with us. I send you loads of love. Keep watching this summit and live your dream and make it happen. Bye-bye. Hello, girl. Hi. Heidi, you are a badass, magical, and I talk a lot, but I'm not going to do it because this is a place for you to shine more than any other thing for you. Please tell us, because we are talking about abundance. Who are you? What you do? And what are you going to bring to us? What kind of tools can you bring to these beautiful people? Or what can you share? How they can connect with you? How are you going to change their lives? Ta-da!
Thank you, Rita. That's a lot of questions, but thank you so much for having me. And it takes one badass to know one. So I appreciate this space, and your magic and your energy is very contagious. And I love surrounding myself with people that carry that kind of energy. So thank you for bringing that to us and to your community. It's amazing. Love it. So my name is Heidi Schock. For those of you who don't know me, I am a business strategy coach. I help women build six-figure online businesses within 6 months through my money mastery system, which is, the acronym is MONEY. So it's through a 5-step process where I break that down into the acronym of MONEY. I also do energy healing work. So many of the times when we're stuck, especially I find with women entrepreneurs, I work with women entrepreneurs, and when I find that they're stuck, it's not because of they don't know what to do. Like, we're given the strategy is great. We all know what to do, right? We all know that most of the time what the action steps are. We've heard them a number of times. It's the reasons. There's things that are blocking us from abundance. We have money blocks. We have procrastination blocks. We have fear that keeps us stuck. And so I do also do energy healing work that removes those blocks from you. And that could be through ancestral ties, that can be through generational ties. It also could be through other people that have been in your space, that their energy is in your field that's blocking you from what it is that you want to create. So if there's goals that you want to achieve and you find that you're not achieving them, within a few typically one session, I worked with people, and in one session, they have released ancestral blocks that were holding them back. Also in generational, one woman I just worked with, and she knew right away that she had cut generational blocks that were holding her back, as well as she got clarity. She saw brighter colors, and she knew exactly what the next steps were in order for her to reach the goals that she wanted to reach. Other people, when they get off the session with me, they look like they've lost 10 years because they come off the session lighter, because it removes all of that heavy energy that is in our space that's keeping us stuck.
Well, I agree with you. Even though I have loads of strategies, I don't want to be the business coach, even though in the last year, I spent a lot of time telling people how to make 10K per month. No, it's not what I want. I want this. I want to be constantly bringing to this audience and to these people different flavors, different things and strategies. And I use tapping on my community because that is my thing, but 100% each time more and more and more. If women want, I will say it, and I think I want to know your opinion. If you are not getting where you want to get, and you really want to get there, detail, don't get so lost in why not. Just find someone who can help you. Because I just think that sometimes we try to figure out why we are broken.
Yeah, there's a place for strategy for sure, because when we're starting a business and new to it, or if we're looking to up level, there's mindset pieces that we need, especially like the mindset you have getting to six figures is not the same mindset that you need to have, that you get to have to move to seven figures. It's a shift, right? So we need those people, those mentors that are there doing what we want to do, having what we want to have at 100%. What we want to be at in order to get there. That being said, strategy, like I can tell somebody what to do all day long. And I do, I love strategy. And I'm a believer in having one strategy and focusing on that one strategy and rinsing and repeating it over and over and over again.
Consistency.
That's the way that, right. That's the way that you're going to scale faster. And that's how I can get my clients to six figures. Like if they're not at six figures in 6 months, they're at 5-figure months, scaling to six figures, but within that timeline. So, but that's the goal, is to get them where they are creating an income where at the end of that year, they're having a 6-figure year, especially if they're brand new. The reason being that I'm a believer in one strategy and there's a place for strategy is because we do need to have a plan. That's important. So you need to have goals, and then you need to have a plan, and you need to work your plan. And that being said, I've just recently brought in the energy work, and the shifts I've seen in my clients has been unbelievable. Just in there, how they show up, like they're lighter, they're brighter, they're more confident, they have more energy. And yeah, and I agree with you. If you're not happy doing what you're doing, like you're like, I don't want to do business anymore, like that doesn't light you up, then don't stay there. Don't get stuck there because you feel like, well, this is what I've been doing, so this is what I have to do, or I've been successful doing this. You can be successful doing something else. It's okay to pivot.
100%.
That's growth.
If that is your mind, I'm with you. If you have a mind, if you decide whatever you believe you can and you cannot, you're always right.
Exactly. 100. I love that saying because it's so true.
It's so true. So I know you're a busy woman. I know it's very easy to fall in love with you because I'm listening to you and I'm like, I know how funny it is. I come from being an entrepreneur, what is a really good thing, because arriving to the coaching world with no knowledge of coming from a 9 to 5, that is really, it's tricky because you are used to a different type of energy. But being a coach, it's not closing your shop. Like you cannot close the office and you are gone. You are constantly trying to figure out who you are as a coach and your mindset. Do you deserve money? Do you don't deserve money? It's very, very interesting. But I want to invite you to come and do a masterclass on my group live, because I think it can be super cool and you can pitch your offer there. But on this, we could do it. And it's I don't want to be the business coach, so they need someone. But what I have is a hub where women can come together and can tell what is going on with them, and we can help each other. And it's really beautiful. And even for us, we're always creating new offers. Like I'm doing this one. Like I have no idea what I want to do until you tell me what you are looking for, and we can learn how to dance together. So what I want to say with all of this is, we are for many years on the high ticket situation. Everyone is high ticket. That was my normal thing. I went crazy with Black Friday deal, you know the story. I understand high value. I deeply understand and respect. I know my value. I know what I bring to the table. I know what kind of coach I am. But I want to ask you, not ask you your prices. It's not that that I want. So I want to ask you, do you feel that the market is changing and we need to have another approach in the way that we begin our relationship with someone who's on the beginning moments of their business? I'm explaining myself well.
Yes, you are. It's perfect. And I do believe that there's a shift happening. And that's why with my program, it's called Business by Design Academy, because I take the person that I'm working with and we create the strategy based on them and their goals. So I do not believe in a one size fits all strategy, and many coaches have that. I believe that everybody's goals are different. Not everybody wants to make $1 million. Not everybody wants to make multiple seven figures. So what is it that you want? Is it more that you want time freedom? You want to make 6 figures because that's really good for you, and that gives your family the ability to travel. Or your goal is to get health insurance for your kids and meanwhile still be able to be there full time for them. So you're not looking for this huge type of business. So everybody's goals are different. And I do believe there's a shift happening, and you're going to see this with coaches too, where it's not a one size fits all. Whatever, this is so important. And I tell everybody, whether you work with me or not, I'm not attached to that. I'm attached with find the person that is aligned with your values, aligned with your goals, understand your goals, and that you can trust can get you to reaching those goals.
And have that feeling of creating a team.
Yes. And they're on your team. They want you to succeed even more than you do. When I work with my clients, I'm like, I want them to succeed more than they do, because I'm like, that lights me up. It lights me up when they achieve their goals. I'm ringing the bell for them faster than they are.
I ring the bell. I do the same. We do on WhatsApp. We literally, I literally have a bell. And we ring the bell on the WhatsApp group of the Dragon.
I know, I love that about you. I love what you do, and that's what drew me to you. I'm like, I love how you are so passionate. You come with loving energy. It's authentic. It's real. It's not like you're not faking it to make it. You're showing up.
And especially with my hair today.
You're on it. I'm recording something after this is why I'm like, my hair is done. But normally I'm like a bun up or whatever. I roll like you. And that's what I love about what you bring to the table with your audience, is that you're honest, you're true, you're not pushy, you're not salesy. You're like, this is who I am. If you resonate and you want to come along for the journey, I'm going to just be open and honest and raw with you all the time. And if that's what you want, I'm your person. And that's just amazing. And I think that's really, really important. So for any of you listening, when you're looking for, if you're building, everybody here, I guess, is building a business. I don't know. But if you are, then find someone and you're looking for a mentor to get you the next level. Hire a mentor. That's definitely hire a mentor, because you can stay stuck way too long trying to lone wolf this. And that's a big mistake, because it's
watching YouTube videos.
It's already a lonely journey by doing this entrepreneurial road. Like,
or listen to the 10, 20K and do it.
No,
you don't, like, if you never sold a $3,000 offer,
you can't start there. And like you said, you're like, do you think there's a shift? I do. And at the same time, like, if you don't, not everybody has a high ticket offer. Like, depending on what you sell, what your product or service is, it may not be a high ticket offer. That doesn't mean you can't be successful. You absolutely can be successful. And if you try to sell a high ticket offer, you would fail, because it doesn't work for you. So there's no one size fits all. High ticket offer, there's people that tout that all the time. I'm a believer in starting with a core offer that's scalable and then working your other offers out from there, whether that's your premium, your low ticket, and all the things, because you can pull from it and you're not trying to make all these different offers at once. That can be exhausting and lead to burnout.
You are not trying to go to the whole social media at the same time. That is another one.
That's another one. Don't try to be everywhere at once. Handle one or two that you love to be at. Granted, your ideal client needs to be there too. If your ideal client's on LinkedIn and you're hanging out on Facebook, if that's not gonna jive. But so you need to be where your client is, but also pick the platform that you love to be on, that lights you up and that is easy for you. And then once you're growing that and you're successful and you're bringing in revenue, hand that off to someone else. Let somebody else grow your social. Like ise those funds to help grow your business.
Yeah, you need to have joy. Okay.
You have to have joy.
Okay,
That's one of my core values. One of my core values is fun.
Okay. The more fun I have, the more money I make. No,
yeah, I love that.
Come to the tapping tomorrow if you can.
I am. I was watching the other day.
Okay, so come. Look, very simple. How can people find you? 1, 2. I'm going to chase you on WhatsApp. I know you are busy today. Let's book.
Oh, it's a holidays coming up. So
no,
yeah.
I know. Okay, so but next week. But let's just think about this. Let me bring you live to the dragons and as well to the group, and let us bring some value and pitch your offer, whatever you want to bring on. But now tell us how they can find you online. You are going to send me the link and I will add.
Yeah, I will send you the link. I'm on Instagram, 𝐏𝐫𝐸𝐿𝐻 Coaching. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm not sure if I'm 𝐏𝐫𝐸𝐻 Coaching or 𝐏𝐫𝐸𝐻, but you can find me as 𝐏𝐫𝐸𝐻 everywhere. I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok, and I'm not consistent. I just started Pinterest, so if you want to follow me on Pinterest and watch me how I'm doing that, we're just learning that. So that's a new avenue. But yeah, LinkedIn and Facebook are my in link.
How is the thing? Jumping on a call with you?
Yes, hop on a call with me. I have an Earn Six Figures Now call. I'll drop the link and send you a QR code. It's an easy way. And it's not a sales call. It's a call where if it's a fit and you want to know about my program, I'll share it with you. But at the end of the day, my goal for you is to walk away with your next action step based on where you are now. That's my goal on the call.
That is what I always do. I want to have a call with you. And what I think it's amazing with that, and many people don't realize, is when you go to a call without the expectation of closing a sale, you can take so much value of the call. At least you can know then you don't want to work with that person. A very important detail as well. Or then you really want to work, and then you can become flexible and see how can you dance together.
Absolutely.
I think I'm in love. I'm in love for your energy. I'm in love for this business part that I want you to take away from me, please, God. And I will take the tapping and the mindset and the growing the visibility. Thank you. I know you're busy. Thank you so much. Oh, yes.
Only because this is an abundance, cash abundance flow summit. So I wanted to share, if I have like a few minutes, just to share what I do that's helped me create abundance in my life. And I'm sure maybe people have talked about it, or you possibly talked about it, but
bring on
gratitude journal. I have a gratitude journal, and I'm going to be on this my gratitude journal. So I have a journal dedicated specifically to gratitude, and inside of it, I do something different with gratitude that many people don't do. I write my current gratitude. So I date my day, and I write so this is an example. I write my current gratitude, and then some days it's not this long. Some days it might be 4 things. I do it till it flows, until it stops flowing. And I do my current gratitude, and then I flow it into my future gratitude.
Like it was done already.
Yeah, but my future gratitude is already done. Yeah, like I got a new roof from my future gratitude that I didn't know how I was going to get. I have a new roof on my house. My goal, like I have my business where I want it. I'm happy with that. My goal is my person. So my future gratitude is waking up next to the love of my life every day. Like you can do this in any piece of your world.
Let's work on that. Me and you on tapping tomorrow. Let's open for love.
Yeah. And then it's coming to the end of the year. So another thing that you can do coming into the end of the year and moving into next year is at the end of the month, December, write yourself a letter to your future self. Date it December 31st next year.
I do a video.
You do it?
I do a video. Yes.
Good. Yeah, that's super important. The letter, I can't wait to pull my letter out from next year, but you'll be amazed at what you create in writing a future letter to yourself and celebrating all the accomplishments you've had, whether it's your personal life, your business life. you'll be amazed what the universe, God, whatever you believe, opens up for you by writing that to yourself. And if you read it once a month, or at least once a month, if not more, you're going to start opening doors. Doors are going to open to those possibilities that would have never opened had you not. And then when you read it the next year, you're going to be floored at what you've created. So those are just.
I love it. I love it. I see you tomorrow, and I'm going to text you.
I'm driving tomorrow.
Okay. If you are watching this, book a call with her. She's amazing. And she can take, if you really want to have success, because many tell they want, but if you really want to have success, jump on a call with Heidi. I'm going to invite you for a masterclass. I'm going to invite these people, invite you properly in 1 second. Thank you so much for being here. It was beautiful. Keep living your dream and make it happen. My name is Rita Valente, and this is Cash, Abundance, and Prosperity. I never get this name right. I keep enjoying your life. See you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, did you hear this recording? Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cash, Abundance, Prosperity, the Success Summit. Finally, I know. You could not say it, like it's a weird name for a summit, but for some weird reason it works. Like, let's not. Hi, Mel. How are you doing?
Hey, Rita.
Melissa Travel. We know each other. We can see it now. You can see my face. I'm always saying this, like I don't have no one in this summit and I don't enjoy to talk, because if not, was not my guest. But we know each other for a little bit. My 𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐡 lady. So before I start like saying amazing things about you, start by telling who you are, what you do.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on this wonderful summit, even if it's difficult to say. So I am Mel Trumbull. I am your joy visionary, and I use my podcast. I use books, speaking, of course, coaching, all to show people how they can have joy in this crazy, wild, wackadoo world. And I come at that from having decades of not experiencing joy, and indeed being bleakly depressed, and doing everything I could seemingly to live in chaos. So discovering mindset work and how we can focus that gorgeous subconscious machine on seeing the beauty and seeing the joy in the world. That is my jam.
I feel then I'm always talking about the accident, because the accident is the reason why we are on this summit. But I feel then after the accident, I became a little bit like you. You are tough love. I'm much more, and you tell straight to the point. But it's never that I get a message from you or whatever communication we have, then I don't get that hype of happiness. I know, and we don't need to share, but I know a little bit about your life, and you know a little bit about mine. What is about people who lost so much and struggle so much and did live on chaos was our reality. What is about that superpower ability for us to keep smiling against all odds?
I think that when you live in chaos, and because your subconscious is so haywired that you create your own chaos, just in case there's not enough, and then you recognize that, step one to becoming a person with that smile and that joy is understanding everything's all around us all the time. We spent all that time living in rage, in chaos, and never knowing what was coming, but surely expecting it to not be good. And that just reinforced itself, and it snowballed, and it kept on that terrible freight train of stress and anxiety. And in my case, I've got a mental health component. You're talking depression, anxiety,
Me
ADHD,
too. No,
you
no,
know,
no.
and it all works together to reinforce it. And then when you crack the code and you get that subconscious to lighten up, tell it, you know, you're operating on lies, you've got bad programming, and you do the work to understand that, yeah, sure, chaos is out there, and so is rage and despair and all of the negative things. However, there's also a lightness and hope and a gorgeous, juicy, relishing your authentic life and living as yourself. Because when you recognize that you're the person who's orchestrating all the bad stuff that's happening, man, that is so freaking humiliating. Like,
it's fucked up. I swear on my, I'm really sorry. I'm the owner of this shit. So I will say the words. In the moment, then you understand, and this is good for success as well. Then you are not getting the success you say you want, whatever it is in your life. If you are having shitty relationships, if you don't have enough money, if you cannot find clients, whatever it is, if you are not healthy, it's only your fault. And it sucks and it's terrible. And yes, people can did maybe terrible things to us. But like Tony Robbins say, you don't control that, but you control what you feel, what you think about it, and what you do with it.
And I think also, like, if we frame ourselves as, you know, because I always used to call myself a survivor.
Me too.
And then what that does is that frames my whole life in terms of things that other people did to me.
Exactly. And worse than that, I even have my first tattoo is an S of survivor, because my dad did that, and it's more important thing in life was surviving. So I became the best survivor ever. What happens with that is very addictive, because you will destroy and sabotage yourself so you can feel back, no, yes, I survived. And that is the reason why I move the Phoenix Warriors for the Dragons, because I don't want us to keep on this energy.
Right. The energy of fighting for survival.
Destroying everything so you can come out of the ashes and you become your, no. It's so, that is the story with the money as well, having more, a lot and having nothing. And it's the relationships, the people then you find, the way then they treat you, the way then you treat yourself. Because let's be honest, my biggest problem, it's not my capacity to work, because I think I'm amazing in what I do. I love what I do, and I give my very best, and I'm their raving fan. But my big issue was to love myself.
That's a huge sticking point, because until we do, all of the other things, even as much as they bring us joy, you know, even as much as, you know, we're changing lives, we're helping people overcome things that they weren't even aware of before they started working with us. You know, there's a faint idea like, hey, hold on a second, if they can do it, I think I could too. So I just need a little boost. I need some accountability. I need just a little bit of help in that arena, you know. And so someone reaches out to us, and then we're able to help them and show them, you get to choose. Like, you absolutely get to choose what you focus on, what you give strength to, how you want your life to be. Like we were talking before you started recording about, you know, how exactly does that work? Yeah, you've got the mindset work. You've got choosing to be creative, choosing to do something that feeds your soul, even if that means sitting down with a pen and a piece of paper and being like, I don't know, what am I going to put? You know, but when you start, whether it's going to be art or even just journaling and writing down things that you think and the way you see the world. Dancing. Oh my gosh. So powerful to move your whole body.
Like,
yeah.
Like
100%
cooking.
To get that gorgeous energy moving and pushing forward so that we can then rise our head up, put our chin up a little bit and be like, oh, hey, gorgeous world. It's not all terrible and bleak, but it's really gorgeous.
When we are in there, I want to talk with you because I know this is a big part. For me, it's not difficult to manifest when I have clear vision. I think you know that. Usually you watch me doing that a few times. My problem is when I don't know what I want. And during a lot of time...
That's the thing.
During a lot of time, my joy came from make others happy. And that cannot be your joy because
it's secondary. It's outside of you.
Of course. Now, what the hell do we do? I have a theory because I have been working on that. What the hell do you do when you have a brain injury? And no, not necessary. When you have no clue, what do you want? What is lighting you up? What is...
Try it all on. Yeah, you've got to get to you. That's an interesting situation that I have faced. And I just had to keep trying different things because I knew that there was more. I knew it. I mean, I knew deeply that there was a way for me to operate, and for me doing creative things, like whether it's crafting or writing,
like the little things, like doing your nails. I don't know. I'm not a big girly thing, but go and I don't know, cry. Things with the hands normally.
Anything that makes you smile.
Yeah.
If it makes you smile, do more of that and put that in your environment. And that's what I call the joy bombs. And it can be a photo. It could be, I love to have a picture of your childhood self or something that reminds you of who you were before all this stuff happened, and really represent that genuine person inside of you, because that's still you. You just have these other experiences layered on top of that.
I like to do sticky notes with things that I'm grateful for. It can be like shitty things, like how cheap were my glasses and how I love them, or how the taste. I always tell this, the taste of how we I'm in an Airbnb. We have this like cool co-working where I'm 100% alone with beautiful light and extra. And this is extra. Comes with the coffee machine, with all cappuccinos. And I have someone celebrating here next because he loves this. Cappuccinos and you name it, lattes and blah, 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 for free. I'm not cheapy, but for some reason...
As a recovering accountant, I appreciate a bargain. I appreciate when something's free. Believe me, I get it.
But 100%, and you do this, you create this little jar and you drop these sticky notes, right? And when you feel shitty, you put your hand there and you take it out. Now, I love you. I admire you. I respect you. You are for always my aqua lady. I love the way that you don't settle as many and you keep going and looking for the juicy thing. And I love what you are doing right now because I think it's like gold. I don't know if you want to talk, but we go there in a second.
Thank you.
I just have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you believe that we suffer from a good selfish pleasure of giving, on the sense then coaching help us heal ourselves as well?
Oh, interesting. So it's interesting because you know how when you definitely know something, it's when you can teach it to someone else. Right. So with, doing mindset work, doing the gorgeous reprogramming of the subconscious. I know how to do that. Tapping, all of the things. There's so many tools, that go with it. Tapping meditation, guided journaling, self-led meditation, all of the things. And the way it helps us is a reinforcing and showing, and this is my opinion, not backed by science, that these things really do work, and we've really done the work. And so it's not like you change your mindset and your subconscious is reprogrammed and you're like, check please, I'm finished.
You're never finished.
Creep up. You're never finished because there's a lot of maintenance that goes with it. And so when I'm showing someone else and they're recognizing the incredible value and beautiful, gorgeous return of doing this effort, it reinforces what I've already done, and it reminds me to keep doing it. So I think that's how it's incredible.
I'm saying that because of a very pleasure selfish thing. Every Wednesday we come together and we do tapping.
Yep.
And many times, point one is my favorite thing in the world. Point two, I cannot explain in words. Maybe you can. What the hell goes there? But it's beautiful. It's I feel very proud. I don't feel it like it's me. I feel that it's us. And I really deeply believe, and sometimes I'm bad before I go to the call, and I come and I hold space and I heal myself. So is that then I mean then one of the things that was missing in my life growing up was connection with female energy for different reasons. One, because my mom was not here very early in my life. And second, because growing up, women used to hate me. And I felt always very attacked for different reasons. And now, even though we have 3 men on the dragons, it's no drama. When I try to sell the dragons and I try to explain them, people create friends there. Then we know we can reach out to each other at any moment. It's difficult to explain because I don't think majority of people believe in what I'm saying.
Well, I think that I'm late to the connection party. I know. Like I was always just like, yeah, sure. Just because I did not grow up thinking that people were to be trusted, they were dangerous. And,
Me too.
So that's, a different layer of complexity. And so in any community, I believe there's the possibility of fostering connection, but then there are some instances where people are coming at it with the same attitude, maybe openness and vulnerability to really connect. And that's a powerful, powerful way of living because, and like I say, I've only learned this in the last 10 years. There is a gorgeous strength in connection. There is an amazing beauty in saying, whoa, I don't know how to do this and I'm going to figure it out. And if anybody's got some tips, I'd appreciate them.
I love that. I think that is probably what I love more about us, about what we create. And I say we because even though I don't want to call the mother of the dragons because it sounds weird. I need to find another name for something.
Yeah, it sounds like you're doing like some Game of Thrones cosplay there. It's a little sketch. Not gonna lie. You're like, am I supposed to call you Khaleesi now? What is that?
I cannot say Khaleesi. It's not like a really name. No, but I know I need to you are good with names. You need to give me a name. I don't know what the hell I am. Like, I'm a good connector. I'm a person. You will give me. This is not about me. What I want to say about you is we should be talking about abundance. And I love then even though we did not grow up in a perfect life, we believe we deserve abundance, and we not just deserve, we have it, and we help others to get it. Abundance many times, you will see where I go with this. Abundance
I'm waiting. I'm just like, bring it on.
Abundance many times, in my opinion, is success on your own terms. What is different than success on my own terms, and different what is at this moment and in what it was 2 months ago and what will be in 6 months?
100%.
You are a best-selling author. Tell that story and we go from there.
Okay. So
with prouds.
With like, what?
With prouds. You need to be so proud of that. I love it. Go for it.
Well, that's how I got into coaching. So at first I wrote my book, right?
Yeah,
I'm doing tax returns for decades, right? There's my book behind me, big book of bad ideas. And so I write this book to help other people, when I'm doing mindset work and realizing that decades of talk therapy had not done it. Like all the meds in the world haven't done it. I'm still creating chaos. I still, I need to fix this situation so that I can live an abundant, joyous, gorgeous life and be myself, right? Like not have to pretend to be some kind of helpful spouse who's, going to host parties and do just who is Mel? Who is Melissa? Like, that was the big question. And so in doing that, I decided to write the book so that I could help other people. And people started emailing me and asking me particular questions, like maybe I had described something similar in the book and, but it wasn't exactly the same. And so I was just delighted because there's more to life than saving money on taxes. I'm doing tax returns all the time. Like half of the year you can't travel, you're working 70, 80-hour weeks. It's just misery. And so this was just delightful. And from there, people are, well, how do I, I'd love for you to coach me more, and I'm like, okay, coaching, let me look it up. Heard of it. And so I educate myself. I, take classes and do all the things so that I can, be of service in a responsible way. And so it starts going and it's my side gig and it's going great. And then, oh, hello, I get fired last year because
I love it.
Apparently my mind wasn't in the game well enough to justify my handsome salary. And so I'm sitting there literally having just been told that I'm not performing and I'm going to be let go. And I'm like, I would have thought I'd be upset and I'm not. Let me identify this. And I realized that I'm incredibly grateful because I was never going to quit that job. And I was miserable in it and had been miserable professionally. It was like I did the mindset work to have personal happiness and joy.
Survival mode in that.
But I still felt like having a job that I hated, that was somehow okay. Like, what? So it was what helped kick me over the line. And it all started with writing that book, getting to be a bestseller. That gave me the confidence. People invited me to be on podcasts. And then I started my own podcast. And having a book that you've published, or even like having written part of a book, like a chapter in an anthology, then that gives you confidence And that's where the authority comes from. That's where you owning your expertise and your genius, like just sort of all the bricks fall into place. And then you're this amazingly strong structure because you know who you are, because you've articulated it, you've published it, you've put it out there in a way that invites people to know who you are authentically. And there's billions of people on the planet. We can't even comprehend how many people are on the planet. To think that there are not people who are your people, that's nutter butters. Like you can't be thinking like that.
Wait a second. 3 years ago, when I started coaching, my first business coach told me that in no way I was going to be able to build a coaching business speaking English. Oh, in case then nobody did understand, English no, is not my mother language. And I love it. I found like, you know, when you find memories of Facebook, and it said, I had a quote of, I wrote a quote that said, they said I could not do it, so I did it anyway. So,
right.
And what you are doing now is guiding with your knowledge, helping, and making magic for others, shortcutting, because it is important for the majority of people in our industry to have a book, to have a chapter, to be best-selling authors. Yes, because it's social proof, but for sure here is a different social proof as well. It's like ringing the bell.
All right, enough about ringing the bell. I'll try to get better about ringing the bell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because Mel never celebrates such times. Oh, we inside of the Dragons ring the bell when we have a new client, but Mel never does. She don't want to share with us.
Yeah, because I'm so selfish. I think that what happens, there's a couple of things that happen in writing the book. For one, you start with what I call the SRD. That's the shitty rough draft. And that's where everything comes out. Well, I mean, really, actually, you start with the mind map and you kind of put all the ideas that you want in order to relay your message, you know, and from there, you either then move to the rough draft or you move to your outline. I think different people work different ways. My brain works to where I get it all out and then I make the outline. Most people work with, okay, these are all my ideas. Let me organize them. And then they write from there. And in that process, it is kind of similar in my mind of like talk therapy, where you're explaining yourself to a stranger who doesn't know you. They're not going to fill in any blanks.
Undressing, majority of us are undressing our soul.
Yes. So you're putting everything out there and you're working to make sure that it's understandable, it's relatable, it's clear. And in that process, you get the most beautiful, pristine clarity about your message. And that's what I think is so gorgeous about the writing process, because it really does guide you to understanding exactly, not only exactly what you're trying to put out there, but who you are and why it's so important. Oh, I love it.
Okay. This is good because this is for you as well. So you can snip it and do it like reels and whatever. If I want to write a book, if I want to become a best-selling author, can you help me?
Well, of course. Yes, absolutely.
I'm talking me, but you know what I'm talking.
Yes,
because
yes.
Let's
Rita,
talk about what do you have to offer for these beautiful people who want to go to the next level and are watching these crazy two ladies. So that's talking.
So what I'm offering is the chance to be in an anthology, which is a gathering of different authors, and everyone writes a chapter, which is manageable. It's 2,000 to 3,000 words. And you can think of it as, it's like an extended blog post or essay. So it may feel like a lot, but honestly, if you take an hour a day for 5 days, you will have a workable rough draft at the end of that time. You don't
Okay.
have to suffer over the blank page. I've got workbooks and videos to help you. And
And
there's
you have a smile. Since you are doing that, you have a smile in your face.
I love it so much.
And
It's
I
so
love
fun.
it so much that you are doing. Because let's be honest, camera on me. Let's be honest, if you are watching this and you are listening about abundance, what you really want is to show and tell your story. You want to be a speaker. You want to be a best-selling author. So this is my lady. Go to Mel. I will have your links here. Talk with her.
Thank you.
And not thank you. I'm giving the solution they are looking for. And I know you are the best because you are the best. You are the
Well, I
best.
appreciate that. I receive that. Thank you.
You are
Thank
the
you.
best. So if you feel then you want to do a book, but you don't know where to start or what to do or what to write, have her. She will help you. She will make you celebrate your best-selling author. And it's a different, you even walk in a different way after that.
It gives confidence, and it just makes us feel so, it's a wonderful feeling. It's just a strong, wonderful feeling.
I remember when I closed TEDx Amsterdam, I closed it as a DJ. So with my viral story, long story, but I closed TEDx Amsterdam. The simple fact that I could say that I did close TEDx Amsterdam, even though it was not a full speaking gig, but I was the last person there who closed and celebrate, and everyone was the 10th anniversary of, and a beautiful. I was going to always be on my board of achievements. That is something else than we do. I love you.
Thank
you
Rita.
so much. Please leave a message to people watching.
Thank you. I will. It's not rocket science, and nobody's going to get a kidney based on what you do today. So put all of you into it.
I love you. I'm going to say bye to these people, but you properly. Thank you so much for being here. Keep living your dream and make it happen. Connect with Mel, connect with me, connect with us. Tag your friends. Let's go. Let's share abundance. I love you all. I see you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hello, Veronique. How are you doing? I'm so happy to be here with you. I know, before you start, English is not your mother language. English is not my mother language. So, basic, we are making at least majority of people speak no Portuguese in my case. In your case, no French, right? Okay. So good. Véronique, ça va? Comment allez-vous?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
Merci. We are not going to speak French. I used to speak French much better than I speak English. So, let's see where we go. When I met you, I was on that morning on my meditation. I was going through some rough weeks after my accidents. And abundance was a big thing on my mind. And I know abundance is like an end destination. And for you to arrive to an end destination, you need to have an address. Are you following what I'm saying? So the address was someone was having a fight with me and asked me, what do you want, Rita? What do you love? And extra, the people that I love in my life, I could not answer. And then I met you in that day. And when I met you, the first thing you told me was, now present yourself.
The first thing that I see you is that I am a passion test. I am the national director of the passion tests for
Well, it
passion.
sounds like exactly what I did need in that day.
It was to discover the passions, to discover what was most important for you in your life. And I am a revealer of passion, professional and personal passion.
How can we live without passion? How can we wake up if we don't know? Like at least I'm talking about me. When I'm in love, I'm a person who falls in love. I'm in love for this summit. I'm in love for the people that I work with. You had the experience, I'm in love for the people that I love. I'm in love for, I don't know, cappuccino with cinnamon. I'm in love for chocolate cake. That is something that we talk a lot about on the Dragons. I'm in love for dancing salsa. But sometimes in our life, for different reasons, in different ages, in different moments, or sometimes all our life, we have no idea, no clue who we are and what do we love. And now I'm going to, before you pick up the microphone, I feel like I'm addressing my soul on this summit. When I divorced my ex-husband, and for my personal reasons, and I'm not going to be there, and I'm not going to share at this moment, I found myself the other side of the world alone for the first time because I was a mom with 19. And I went and I had 5 kids and I raised 1 extra. Not perfect mom, not perfect anything, not perfect wife, not perfect human, not perfect nothing, and an amazing soul as well, because that is what we all are.
Yes.
I found myself in Walmart, and I went to shopping for food. And this is the first week in my life that I was living alone.
Okay.
And 2 days ago, I was back there. And this was 2 years ago. And I had a car, you had the shopping cart.
Yes.
And I looked to the shopping cart and I started crying because I had no idea. And I don't want to say this for me, or I had no idea what I did want to eat, what I did want to drink, what I did want to cook for myself. Because all my life had been for my own choices, my own responsibilities had been about being the best version for everyone else, and never asking myself, what did I want? When I was young, my passion was horses. I loved horses. I loved to ride horses and fall out of horses and jump again. And I did think horses were going to be my life. And then I had a big boat accident with horses where I lost 3 of my horses. And I never ride again. And that is the last thing I can tell you. I extra my kids. Oh, and my work and what I do, and in being on stage as a DJ. What I want to say with all this BS, is I'm 42, almost 43. And even though I challenged the world and I did live many different lives, and I did do many things that nobody did agree and nobody did believe I could do it. And I love deeply and I never hate, but I'm not 100% sure about my passions. And the majority of us have no clue what are our passions. And if we know, majority of us have the bravery to live our passions. So, long introduction. Take the microphone, my love. Go for it.
Yes, thank you for this introduction. It's a good way. I don't know what to say now. With this, it was also difficult for me, for myself, during my childhood, because I was born. I born as a girl. My mother wants 2 boys, and my father wants a second girl, and I was the second girl. Just it was difficult for myself when I was kids to be loved by my 2 parents together, because one wants me and the other one doesn't want me as a girl.
Maybe because our moms and your mom didn't know how difficult was our life being a girl. Many of them did prefer to have boys because in a certain way they did know our life was more easy.
Yes, but my mother, she didn't hate the boys, but when I was in the belly of my mother, I was with the 2 boys that she wants.
So you had the 2 brothers at the same time?
Normally, I must have the 2 brothers, but there was no place for myself. Then it will be difficult with 3 kids in one time. And the 2 boys left. It was also a way when you discover that, and it was in a family constellation, that I was working on my feminine and my masculine, that I discovered that I have the 2 boys.
Family constellation is a very interesting thing.
Yes, for me, it's my perfect tools to see all the discomfort that I have in my life. So I can see, because sometimes they didn't belong to me. If you understand that, it is something that I have to do for my clan, the whole family that I have to work with.
Do you believe is our job, our mission to heal up and down?
Yes, I think that's, so I say that in a way, and I have my Google Translate just.
No, please go for it. Tell me. If you tell me in French, probably I can translate.
No.
Okay, translate in Google.
I am the designed patients in my family.
Design patients in your family?
Yes, I am the design person to heal the whole family. And we say that this design patients. And first, you are all also this person to heal your family, so that you say. And this is why family constellation is so useful.
Family constellation is a very weird thing, but a fantastic one.
Yes.
It's a fantastic one.
Yes, and it is the way that we can work on the soul, and not it is, yes, for me it's the only way that I know, and that I think that there are other tools that you can use to work on the soul, and then to be able to free us from some discomfort, from some
it's very weird to explain family constellations, because you need to be there. And I deeply believe, how can I explain this to you? I deeply believe that in this thing that we do, there is no words for many things. There is no words for what I do on my magical circle of tapping when we come all together and we do tapping. I don't have words that I can sell to you and explain what is going on. I have no words to explain how is your passion test and how it's going to. Words are too short to explain the beautiness of the potential of tools that I am lucky enough to bring in this summit. Tools, then people who are done of struggling, who are done of lack, who are done of the cycles of cash and problems and struggles and feeling unworthy and feeling unhappy and going to a job 9 to 5 they hate. There is tools as your passion test. There is tools as family constellation. There is tools as tapping. There is tools as community. There is tools as a hug. As someone telling you, I see you.
Yes, and it is so beautiful what you say. And the first training that I follow the first thing that I do, it was sophology. That bring me, but it takes 10 months to be able to cut the protection that I have. Because when I was kids, my mother doesn't want that we express our feeling. And then I cut me of my feeling, my emotion. And all what I did, it was so the same as you did at the beginning. It was that the first was the other and not myself. And one day when I was in a training, the person asked, who is the person for yourself who is most important in your life? And the first thing that I say, it was my husband, my kids. And then he said, the person who is most important for yourself is you.
Okay, you make me cry now.
And
it have been my journey to learn to be selfish. Because Do you know when you are in an airplane and people say, put your oxygen mask first so you can help the other ones? When you give all of you, all, and you have nothing more to give. And in my case, you know what is to grow up without a mother being alive. It's very complicated. How do you love yourself if nobody teach you? How do you love yourself if your mom did not allow you to express your feelings? How do you love, how do you feel comfortable with yourself? Because it's so more easy to give. And we become so good on the art of giving. Then we feel that it's like our superpower. Because we will be so good, then nobody will leave us alone ever. Because we give.
Yes, and the opposite of given is receiving. And we have
problems in receiving.
To receive. And the first time that I had to ask somebody to help me, it was also so difficult.
It's terrible. I was just recording another summit with one of my oldest dragons, not because of the age, oldest, that is working with me for months. And Leanne is my magical, super powerful witch. She's magical and she's older than me, and she's the only person. Then I allowed myself to be vulnerable, because being a leader and taking care of this community, you have moments then you cannot be crying on the group and say, my life sucks. So you need to hold space. Even though you know that I'm very raw, and I will say because I'm sugarcoating and saying, no, business is fantastic. It's super easy. You just need it's bullshitting. But some weeks ago, after my accidents, I don't know if people know this, but I think it's important information. If you have a head injury, the time that it takes to heal, you can have, I have already anxiety, you can have deeply dark thoughts, really, really dark, because you can Google it. It's because what is it's holding, it's healing, is etc. And I was texting her, and she was supporting me through WhatsApp. She was there next to me. But then I was feeling guilty, because I was feeling I was being too much. Because to everyone, we are always too much. Too sexy, too loud, too annoying, too opinionated, too lazy, too smart. What do you think you are? If you behave, if you demand what you think you deserve, you are a bitch. It's like all of this. And we are just humans trying to navigate this world.
Yes. Yes, and yes, it was one of the when I say that I follow a lot of training, it was the training after the solo I didn't find my word back. The sophology. After the sophology, what I did, it was also writing, a lot of writing who helped me, reading some books, also some books of development. And I follow a lot of training from Lise Bourbeau. Lise
Mhm.
Bourbeau is a Canadian.
You told me.
Yes,
Yesterday.
a Canadian woman who has, and there are some books who are translated in different languages. It is Listen to My Body. And
Oh my God, listen to your body is a big one.
yes,
Because we numb our body, we drink, we take drugs, we don't want to work out, we don't want to make love, we don't want, because touching our body is allowing ourselves to be aware of what is stuck there.
yes, and the body speak also. You know the 5 wounds.
No, tell me.
How to say that in English? Up. I go to see how to say that. It's see, I go to see. There are 5.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't find. Okay, I have.
Okay.
Yes, I have my 5.
Okay.
The 5 wounds that the body
Mhm.
that we can see in the body is the rejection, the betrayal,
Betrayal.
the abandonment,
Mhm.
the humiliation, and the injustice.
Mhm.
If you know that we have that in our body,
Mhm.
and it was also that she gives, and it is a book. You can find, I think, the book. Listen to the body, the 5 wounds to life, to, oh, I don't know how to say that.
But
This-
yes,
oh,
but I understand. I understand what it is. I understand what it is. Let's talk about passion. Let's talk about what you
Yes.
do. And let's talk about why people need to reach out to you.
For me, for myself, it was all the time that I know my passions, that I know that I was working in my passion all the time. And because I have problem, I get 3 harassment in my work.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And
Yeah.
and it was 3 harassment that I get on 2 years to be obliged to leave my job.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Because I was working for the Belgian state, and we were beginning slot machine for the state, the Belgian state. And my body say me with the harassment was because it was not possible for me to say no. When I was younger, it was difficult for me to say no. And then just I get the 3 harassments and the burnout with this. And also this gives me the possibility, because we can receive 3 times the same message from our body. If at the 4, if after the 3 we didn't react, our body sent us a dangerous illness more than
we talked about that. Yes, like tries to kill you in a motor accident. Yeah.
Yes, it's that. You didn't hear all the message that your body sent you before that accident.
No.
Then you have this accident. And for me, it was to leave my job, but not to say to give my departure of myself, but it was to be able to receive something, and it was to be retreat, because I was nominated from the States, and they didn't pay for the unemployment. Then the only way that I have to leave my job and to live in the big door, it was to be retreat.
Okay.
And it is 13 years that I am retreat from the Belgian states now. And that I'm beginning to work. And it was after that I discovered the passion test.
But now what I want, and I want to make it really excited, because I am really excited with this. What is the passion test? The passion test is something then someone can reach out to you and can find their passion in work and their passion in life, right?
Yes. And
how is the process? How they can find you? Point one. You are going to give me some links. How can they give me more info? Yeah, inspire the passion test.
The passion test is a tool, is the first tool, the number one tool
to discover your passion and purpose.
And purpose in your life.
Okay.
It was created by Janet and Bray Atwood, who was the creator of the passion test. And for myself, I discovered my passion in a different way in another seminar first. It was business passion.
Okay.
From someone who worked for Tony Robbins. From two persons working who were we were some trainer from Tony Robbins. Then I discovered my passion, and my passion was one of my passion was working with the math to be accountant. And another part of this, it was I didn't prepare this part. It was the functioning of the human being, because I was all the time searching and discovering what was the discomfort that I have in my life and why it was that. But the first time that I discovered that, I didn't accept it. It was difficult for me to accept it because it was too big. And then it was in 2011. And then in 2014, I've asked the universe to get a tool to help my client to discover their passions.
And the universe did give one to you.
Yes. The universe sent me, it was a woman who sent me a message, an email, to see that she has something to present to us, and it was passion tests. It was also to say that Janet and Chris Atwood,
he was looking for someone to represent
in
Belgium.
Because this person has the exclusivity for the French-speaking person.
Oh, okay.
But she didn't nothing. After a few years, she didn't nothing more.
But what I want to know, Veronique, what I want to know is, because imagine these people who are begging in their lives and are watching to this, and they want to find their passion and their purpose. That was me. When I was a DJ, I loved to be a DJ, but I knew that I was doing the wrong thing. And I know, Veron, I know you have the answer for them. So I want you to tell me now what they need to do, how they reach. We are going to drop some links. How is the process? How long it takes? What can be done? Give me action takers, so we can bring people to knock on your door and you can ring your bell and make them happy.
Okay. The mission of the passion test is inspiring transformation to love in service of all humanity.
Hallelujah.
Yes. And the passion test, what they say, it's a system. And the system is save your time and money.
Mm-hmm.
And it was what I say with you when we begin to do the passion test, but it was a difficult day for you.
It was a difficult day
we
for
have
me.
to redo it.
Yeah, no, we are going to do it 100%. But
yes,
and it was a big. I just know, I feel that fire. I know these people listen to. They want to be free. They want to be coaches. They want to live their life, and they are struggling, looking for something. So if you are, Cameron, me, if you are watching this, I'm telling you, go and talk with Veronique. She's your woman who's going to solve your problem, who's going to help you, guide you to find the answers that you are looking for. Stop losing time. Go and be the dream life, live the dream life that you want. And for that, you need a passion test. And she is ready for you. And you, if you really want success, are ready for her as well.
Yes.
You see how easy?
Yes, the passion test is a tool that can give you crystal clear to living your passion in life.
100%.
And the way that we do it, it's that we will begin to create a passion list. And the passion list work on the 8 different areas of our life. And it is to answer the question, to complete the sentence. When my life is ideal, I am.
Yeah, but don't tell everything about the passion test right now.
Yes,
don't
it is what I said. And you go to create some sentence on the different areas of your life, the 8 areas. And these 8 areas are relationship, health, career, education, physical environment, spirituality, education, and fun. And yes, fun.
I love it. Okay.
And when we have created, you have to do 10, to create 10 sentences. And after that, I go to take you through a process, the process of the passion test. And this process it will be a power decision process, because we go order to find the top 5 passions. And why the top 5 passions? Because the brain can only concentrate its attention to 5 to 7 things at the same time. So we have to know.
If you are a woman, because if you are a man, and I have my doubts on that, but okay. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Veronique, how can people find you online? We share a link.
I've not finished. After that, we have done the top 5 passions. We go to create the markers. And the markers are the sign that you are living your passion at full out, at the 10. And then after that, we go to create some action plan based on your passion and on your markers. So you can see, and for the markers, we can go big and big and big. Because we go not to see, and there are some story about that. That person, it was a few years after that they have the things that they write as a marker on their passions. And it was a few years after that it appears in their life.
I understand.
And it is what I can do, and I have a process to do it for the personal, and I have also a way to do it for your work. And when we do it for the work, it is to we also work to discover the unique contribution or your mission that you have, and we go also to see your vision. 10 years, 5 years, and 1 year vision. And for the personal, we go to do a vision board. We can do a vision board, and you can also write your 100th birthday speech.
Okay.
It can be very late, and for the youth we can do it, and we can see the 15.
Okay, sounds good.
The 50. The 50. Not the 15, but the 50 years birthday speech.
Okay. Tell me, okay, now can you tell me how can people find you online and how they can reach out to you?
You can reach to me.
We can drop some links, no, Veronique? We can put some links here where they can reach out to you or by email or any other way.
I am in your WhatsApp group.
I know. That is a good option. Okay, I will share.
Because it is one way that I love. It is to speak directly with the person.
Me too.
And I love better WhatsApp than Facebook, but I am also on Facebook. Is Veronique Kelderman on Facebook, and I am also on. I didn't work with Instagram for the moment. It is
don't worry. I will make them arrive to you. I want you. I'm really excited. I think people will love to have this passion test with you. I want you to end this with a message or a quote.
A quote. I have 3 quotes that I use all the time. One is when I go to
tell me. Tell me.
1 second. Okay. Wait, cela je connais. This I know. I have 3 quotes that I can see. The first one is when we want, we can.
Or whatever you believe you can or you cannot, you're always right.
Yes.
That is the quote of
one. It
that
is
is-
another one.
Okay.
For me, it was when we want, we can.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it is my grandmother who gave me that to force me to drink milk. But
Okay.
she didn't know that I was allergic to milk. And it was the way why I didn't drink milk in my life.
Oh, okay.
So she never learned that because she died when I was 11 years old. And the second one is anything that doesn't kill us, make us stronger.
Stronger, 100%. 100%. We went through extra time, but it's always a pleasure to talk with you, my love. I want to do my passion tests. I hope I see you on the group calls very soon. I love you. Thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you so much for bringing this opportunity, for talking with us. And
it was a pleasure to do it. Not easy all the time because sometimes I have to translate.
I totally understand, and I have a big respect for that because that is my story as well, you know that. Thank you so much. I'm going to say bye to these people. Thank you so much for being here. Keep living your dream and make it happen. My name is Rita Valente. This is Cash, Abundance, Prosperity, and the Success Summit with Veronique and the Passion Test and myself. I love you. I'll see you on the next one.